assuming that this works as it always does, I should be live, but I'm going to make sure of that on my computer. And it's looking good. It says I have an excellent connection. I love to see it. Happy Monday, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. I think I started right on time, which is awesome because I'm kind of doing a couple different things at once. I'm making a vlog of my experience. I started like a new week in Lego, if you will. And I'm doing this live stream, of course. And gosh, who knows what else I'm doing. I guess I'm only doing two things, which is enough for me. But today, we're going to be finishing up this here Mickey Mouse. I see everyone saying hello. Hey guys, welcome. Thank you all for tuning in here today as I continue the work on this. Some of you may have been in the live stream on Friday when I started this build. I built the first, I did bag one, which was just this base on my own because I thought that'd be too boring for you to watch. And then I did bag 2 and 3 on Friday, right? And then on Saturday morning, I was planning to finish this up, but then something bad happened to me on Friday night. I started getting this really bad sore throat, and it got progressively worse to the point on Saturday where it turned into the worst sore throat I've ever had in my life. And I was thinking that I must have strep. Like, we had just done a whole bunch of traveling and all that, and I was like, this happened to me last year when we went to Punta Cana. I got strep throat somehow during the trip, and when we got back, I was doing terrible. And I was going to go to like the urgent care or whatever to get antibiotics for it or whatever you do, but they were closing at the time. By the time I finally was just like, okay, this is terrible. So instead, I just went to the grocery store and I got like throat spray and all these cough drop things and stuff like that. And I did that Saturday night, but then like Sunday morning, I woke up at like 1 o'clock in the morning and my throat was just like on fire. It was terrible. But the weird thing is, this is where it gets bizarre. You like the thumbnail, thank you. I just thought somebody might enjoy it. It was like fun or creepy, you be the judge. Maybe I'm a little of both. Of Sunday morning, my sore throat's like gone. But then like I have like, it's all in my head now. And I have like headaches and I'm super tired. And I spent like all of Sunday on the couch like sleeping and recuperating. And then today, I'm feeling better. I don't know what it is. It's a miracle, I guess. So I don't know. I don't know how I went from thinking I have strep throat to being like completely down and out to feeling better, but we're back. And I thought it'd be a great time to like start my week in Lego, build the rest of Mickey up, as you can probably tell, minus the thumbnail. He's missing his head, so we're gonna put Mickey's head on here in this here episode, which is only one bag, so we should be able to do it. I'm gonna try to chat with you guys while I do this. Janelle says honey and pineapple juice for sore throat and coughs. Oh boy, that's funny because Cody, Mrs. Brickitect, as she's known in some circles, was like, you should put honey on your throat. I said, I'm trying all these different medicated throat sprays and things, and those aren't working. So what's honey gonna do? Maybe I should have listened to her. That's one thing that you can learn from me, guys. You should sometimes listen to your wife. Sometimes she's right. I'm not gonna say all the time because I don't want to admit defeat, but sometimes she is. Luckily, everything is good now. I'm feeling better. So I'm hoping it stays that way. And I get back to what I do, which is building Lego, I guess. Working on Lego stuff. In fact, that was my other like 3-part adventure. I think when I'm done with this here today, I think I'm going to make a little YouTube short showing this off. I thought, I'm trying to attack YouTube from every angle. And I guess there's 3 different parts to this, right? There's making regular videos, which I've done historically. There's live streams, which I enjoy doing, and I've done historically. Shorts, I've dabbled in shorts. But I'm trying to figure out, like, what's a really good system that I could use for what I do here? And I thought, I think I have it figured out. I think I've got it. What I'm going to do, and I'm not going to say I'm going to do this every day because it's hard to find the time to do it, but I'd like to hit a little live stream every day, even if I have to put a limit on it. Because I get carried away. Let's say I live stream for 30 minutes, right? We'll do a little 30-minute hangout action, which will be fun for me and hopefully for you. And I'll work on something while I'm doing that. And when I get whatever I get done that day, hopefully, or say it takes me a couple days to get like something like solid done, I'll make a little YouTube short showing that thing I got done, like a Mickey Mouse, for example. Hey, I built Mickey Mouse. Okay, bye. One of those things. Maybe a little more than that. Less than a minute. And then while I'm doing that, and this is where it's going to get like Inception levels here, I'll make a weekly vlog like I was doing, where I'm kind of documenting stuff throughout my week. and then I'll make a Lego weekend Lego video each week, or whenever I feel like we've got enough stuff to cover a week. So if we lay this out here, this big plan that I have, which is ambitious, we have a daily-ish live stream, 30 minutes at a clip, hopefully, something like that. I don't want to go too long. I don't want to get carried away. Couple little shorts throughout the week showing little things that I got done. And then a weekly vlog showing like all the stuff. So it's like a little something for everyone. Everyone has different tastes when it comes to consuming content. Personally, like me, and you can tell me what you like the best. Personally, I really like long form content. Like of all the things that I do, I would probably tune into the live streams the most. Maybe not while they're live, but after the fact. Because I just usually like before I go to bed, I want something like really long that I can just like listen to as I drift off to sleep. So if you're falling asleep right now, I'll try to keep this chill for you. No Clark Man here today. He's at school, of course. That'll be changing here shortly. So I can't guarantee how calm things will be as time goes by, but we can have like a little session here. But then you got a video for the people that like the videos, right? And it's hopefully there's enough in it to be like, oh, there was a lot that got accomplished there. That was a whole week in Lego. And then there's little shorts for people that lack the attention span for such things of videos that may run into the minutes of length. And then they can watch that. I feel like it would work really well. Is it too much though? Maybe, but we'll see. After I've done building Mickey, after I learn to read, asked Joe, where am I going to put it? I think up in the office, we have like above one of our bookshelves, I have some Lego Disney stuff kind of accumulating there. So I think that's where Mickey's going to go. And I got the Mrs. Brickitect seal of approval, which, as all husbands know, is the hardest thing to get from your wife in terms of putting Lego throughout your house. So I got a spot for that up there. It's hard down here because I have everything kind of filled with stuff. But as I mentioned before, the future of the Brickitect studio is going to be one in that everything kind of evolves all the time. Things get retired in the same way that Lego retires items. I'm going to retire things from the studio display, and then we'll always have things kind of moving in and moving out. Some things I'd like to build and maybe just sell, just kind of have the experience and then sell it off. Because like for me, the thrill in Lego for me, there's a couple parts. One, finding a deal. Obviously the best thing of Lego, right? For all of us. Number two, the build and sharing that and like making a video on it. And then like the after fact or the aftermath of that, which is like having the thing. It's cool to look at sometimes, but it's like, that's not my favorite part. My favorite part is like the activity around Lego. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Hey, Egg Streams here. Welcome, man. Hey, I'm going to be seeing you out and about here pretty soon. Yard sale season is upon us, which is going to make Fridays and Saturdays a little difficult around here. But we are, we're going to make it work. I'll find some time. If you say 30 minutes, right? Everyone has 30 minutes in a day, right? Hey, Ray's here too. The whole squad. DB's here. Says, love the live streams for the community, of course. But I do miss the weekend Lego videos. I understand why you decided not to do them, to do away. I think I'm going to try it again. When I was doing only the weekend Lego videos, and I'll explain like why I think they're detrimental. Many of the Brickitect community wanted the weekly videos. And I can see why. Like it's cool to like sit down for 30 minutes on a Saturday and watch a whole week of progression. But from a like a content creator standpoint, and from a person that does this not only as a hobby but maybe as a living as well, turning what could be 4 videos into 1 video is problematic financially. Because like let's say I have a community of 100 people. Okay, there's 100 of us here. And you sit down and you watch every video I put out. If I make 4 videos a week, let's say you watch 4 videos a week. In YouTube's eyes, that's 4 views, right? Like we're pretty easy math. I make 1 video a week, even if you're watching it longer, that's 1 view, 1 video from it's problematic. And the way that most people consume YouTube, and maybe you do as well, is that you want new content all the time. So it's good to always be putting stuff out. So I feel like with my plan here, I think I'm onto something, and maybe we'll try this out and see how it works. There will be some weeks in the summer that I'm going to be completely gone because we have some vacation plans and things. But just know that if I'm not doing Lego, there will be something else that I'll be able to share with you later in terms of video content that is going to be way cooler than seeing me build a Mickey Mouse head, right? I love this YouTuber. He's relaxed, and I just really like it. Well, thank you. Sometimes we're relaxed around here. I think we have a nice balance, I feel like. You apparently haven't met the Clark man. He's a little zany sometimes, but it's a good balance. We make a good team. But yeah, this is just like a little build and chill, if you will. I think is that a phrase or is that new? A build and chill. Ian says, pretty sure I have 100 plus partial use sets from bulk buys. My Bricklink wanted lists are nuts. Oh man, the hard part is finding someone that sells all the stuff you want. I get eaten alive in Bricklink shipping. I love going to Bricklink and I love supporting people that sell on there. It's like this person has 3 of the things I want, and then this person has 12 of them, and then this person has 8, and it's like, oh, sugar shack. Why can't one person have every single thing that I want? Because most of the costs that I've found on Bricklink, in fact, I have 2 Bricklink orders right here. We'll have to add that to This Week in Lego. Most of my costs are in the shipping. I get like $2 worth of parts and it's $5 to ship. So, and then sometimes I'll just go through looking to see if there's anything else that I could possibly use or need or want. And usually there's a place for all of those things. Wants, needs, and uses. Found it. If you're just tuning in, I'm finishing up Mickey. Hey Brady, welcome. We're doing pretty good, I think. We left a like on the video. At least I did. Mickey did. We're building Mickey's head. This is what the inside looks like. Creepy. I know. Did you guys see the most recent vlog where Clarkman got to hug Mickey Mouse at Disney? It was quite the experience. I was like, see, you don't need to be afraid of Mickey Mouse anymore. He's not actually going to come out of your closet and chase you down. But yeah, I guess if you have a dream, a recurring dream, it can seem sometimes real. Have I seen Doctor Who? Because I think you and Clark would love it. I've gotten recommendations to watch Doctor Who. I've never seen it. But I know it has a huge following and fan base. But I've never watched an episode. And I don't really know where to start. Some of the guys in the Discord were saying they did like I don't know if it was a reboot recently or they got a new doctor recently and there was a good spot to come in. But then I never did. So I'm probably missing some great content there. And I know it has a fan base, so obviously there's something there, but it just never crossed my my viewing. I kind of do like, if I'm going to watch something like that though, it is nice going into something that has a long history. Because if you ever watch a show that you got really into, like for example, and I forgot to talk about this in my podcast, so this will be a world exclusive from here at the Brickitect Live studio. I watched The 3 Body Problem on Netflix, which is based on a book. And you can obviously read the 3 books of The 3 Body Problem. I think there might be 4 books now, actually. And you could get the whole thing, right? Did I put the wrong piece on that last one? Pretty sure I did. No, I didn't. I had that problem on Friday. But there's one season of this, and they obviously didn't finish the story because they're intending to have more episodes or more seasons, hopefully. But from what I understand, it didn't do very well. So we have a bit of a problem where they may never finish the series. So the benefit of going into a show when it's already existed for a while, or if made its way through the entire material and say the show's done, like a show like Breaking Bad, for example, had an entire run that was phenomenal the whole way through. And if you go to watch it now, for one, you can binge multiple seasons in a row and just go all in, right? But 2, you know that like it's done. It completed its course. When you get into brand new shows, unlike Doctor Who, I'm not describing Doctor Who here, but when you get into a new show like The 3 Body Problem, which I enjoyed, you just don't know where the future is going to take it. And I'm sure we've all had a show that we liked that basically got axed because not enough other people liked it or for whatever the reasons may be. And then you're SOL. There's Mickey's, I guess, the front of his face. I'm going to try not to spin this around too much because I'm going to get all confused and then we'll be building them all backwards. Do I remember when Clark was scared of Mickey Mouse at Ocean City? Dude, that one was... I think anyone could be afraid of that Mickey Mouse. It was like the Ocean City Mickey Mouse. I didn't remember that until you mentioned it, but now I do because I remember the video. A lot of my memories are just from the videos that I've edited of our memories because I get to relive everything twice essentially. And yeah, that Mickey Mouse was like, he was scuffed. He was like a cursed Mickey Mouse. If Mickey Mouse was ever cursed, that was the one. So yeah, I do remember that. And for that one, I don't blame him at all. But I'm pretty sure that normal Mickey Mouse is very friendly and he's not going to attack you or anything like that. Okay, I see what I'm doing. I thought that was one piece of something else. Have I seen the new gift with purchase release today? I gotta go look now, Joanna. Let me take a look. What are we looking at here? Because I need a gift with purchase. As I redeemed the little Ninjago city, the mini Ninjago city. And I was like, all I need is a gift with purchase in order to pull this off. Oh, it's the fruit stand, the fruit store. It's cute. How much does it sell for? Because what I've been doing lately with gift with purchases, and this is like the scalper in me, I guess, but I've been selling off the gift with purchases to further reduce the cost of the item that I'm buying. But that is, it's what, $200? Let me see if I can spin this around so you guys can see what it looks like if you haven't already. The fruit store. That's pretty cute. There are a couple sets that I want right now that would easily hit the $200 mark. I guess my number one set that I want, kind of in that range, is the Snow White set. I think I talked about that a little bit on Friday. I think that set's really cool. And it would fit into Disney week / month / whatever we're in. We're definitely beyond a week now, I feel like, because when did I start Disney week? Sometime early last week. And then Friday was my last entry into the series. And then I got sick over the weekend. And now we're here Monday. So we're well into 2 weeks, I guess, of Disney. Clark and I built the Brickheads. I have the Avatar set outside of building Minnie, which I'm not super looking forward to because I feel like it's going to be the same thing that I'm working on here with Mickey. I'll see if Mrs. Brickitect wants to go in on that. It's just a matter of finding time for her. Because she has this thing, I don't know if you guys have heard of it before. It's called a job, like a real job. And I know, foreign concept. And it requires a lot from her, not only at her job at school, but also sometimes on her free time as well. So being like, hey, do you want to build a Lego set? If I can sometimes pull it off. Like my favorite time to build Lego as a family is like a Saturday or Sunday morning. We all get up early. We're kind of early birds as it is. And I just like building in the morning like that. That's a great time to get some Lego building in. So maybe I can convince her of that. And Clark and I will work on a little something else. We got that Avatar to work on, which I'm trying to figure out. I was thinking about that this morning. And I was like, what do I do with Avatar? Do I just, I've got a couple options here. I noticed you. Thank you for sticking around since 2016. You're what I call a survivor. Any other survivors with us here today? High threshold for the fruit store. I almost like the poly bags are also available more. Let me look at those. I need to just spend enough to get free shipping so I can, a bundle gift is available for $50 or more. Let me take a look. Okay, I'm not a huge fan of, I like the dog, of course. And then there's like a princess one too or something. It's gift animals in Aurora's Forest Playground. That's the one. I just need to spend enough to get free shipping so I can justify getting Mini Ninjago City because I redeemed that in early March. And if I don't, I think I have 60 days. And if I don't buy something, heck, I'm not even sure if it's still available, to be honest. I'm a little worried. I'm hoping that in redeeming one of those codes that they save you the item because I'm worried that it's just not going to be there at all. But I guess I'll see what happens. There just hasn't been anything that's lit me on fire, unfortunately. What was I saying right there? I got sidetracked on something. I was talking about something. Oh yeah, May the 4th would be good, but I think I'm going to be outside the window on that. I redeemed it on like March 3rd. So I think I have until like May 3rd. Maybe let me see. I'll have to really do the math on this 60 days thing. I don't know. Does anyone remember what I was talking about before I got wildly distracted there? It must not have been very important, but if it is, I'll circle back around. I don't know. Jeez Louise. Sometimes I'll go and listen to things. I have to spin this around. Here's Mickey's head kind of taking shape. You can see the round coming off the sides. I always like feel for people, like if I'm listening to a podcast or watching something like this, and then the person like goes on a tangent and then forgets where they're at, and you know where they're at, but you can't do anything to help them. It's painful after the fact. I was talking about the Avatar set. Thank you, DB. You saved the day. You saved all of us. So I've got a couple ideas for the Avatar set. You guys can let me know. Maybe I'll do a community post poll thing. I was thinking I bought it for $60 some. It's 55% off. Do I build it and part it out? Do I keep it just as an investment? Or do I just part it out? I've got like those three things to do. I guess if I'm going to open it, I might as well build it. So I think Clarkman wants to get into it too. So if we build it together, I think that'd be cool. There are some interesting parts of it, but I just want those Avatar figures. I don't have any of those, and I want to see what they're like. But then I'm thinking, like, instead of opening it, do I just keep it in the storage room of doom, and then maybe someday it's worth, $150 or something, maybe $200? I don't know. I'm assuming that if it went this cheap, it's probably not selling, so it probably won't have much of a life in the future, but I don't know. I don't know whether I part it out. Do I need the parts? Probably not necessarily. It was still a good buy, though. I don't regret it. But I got to figure out what I want to do with it. Do I have a use for the unique pieces? I don't know. I'll go get it real quick, and I'll show you what it looks like so you can see it if you didn't see the video. And you should still be able to hear me, too, because I have a microphone on. So that's really, really cool to me. It's like a technology that I don't take for granted as a video person, because usually it would just trail off. Here's the Avatar set in question. It's a pretty substantial set. $150 set, supposedly. Lego's a little greedy these days with their pricing. This should be, this is a 1,200 piece set, with most of them being like from the tree here. I feel like this could probably be maybe 120. Am I being too cheap on that? But that's usually what it sells for, like at Target, and I felt like at 67, that was a great deal. I think I'm gonna build it. I really don't like building Lego trees, but I liked all the parts from it. I do like the Ikron, and I like the minifigs and stuff. But am I making a mistake by opening it and building it? Because this isn't really a set that I plan to have on display. And that's really where I'm limiting myself with my Lego purchases these days. I'm trying to only buy sets that I would intend to put on display somewhere. So I'm kind of at a loss there. We'll have to figure out what the plan is. Oh, you like the trees the best part of the set? Yeah, I think from a visual standpoint, I think I have PTSD from building the Lego Ideas treehouse. I built that years ago, and it still haunts my nightmares. I just feel like Lego trees always get the best of me. I can't even build a Mickey Mouse. How am I going to do a Lego tree? How am I going to do that? But you can kind of see his little ears popping up there ever so slightly. Megan says she'd get frustrated building that set. Yeah, I don't know. I could put it in the storage room and let it sit and marinate for a bit and see what happens. That's an option. What am I building here? Oh, this is like the whole back of his head that I'm building. I'm starting like a brand new little segment here. I could see it being frustrating. Building a tree. A good tree, 10 out of 10. You think so? Should I build it? Have I played Tears of the Kingdom? No, I never finished Breath of the Wild either. I started doing some live streams of Breath of the Wild, and I thought it was a really fun game. And then I don't know what happened, but it was just like we trailed off. In fact, it was funny because on my gaming channel, Greg's Arcade, go subscribe. Well, it's kind of deadish. That was like the last thing that was uploaded in the longest time was my like part 2 or something of my Breath of the Wild playthrough. And then my channel just died. I guess it was probably because we started doing summary stuff and gaming kind of fell by the wayside. I've been really getting into, I don't know how I got into this algorithm, loophole, rabbit hole, or whatever you want to call it, but I've been watching, like on TikTok, sometimes it'll go into like people's live streams. I've been watching this one guy, he's probably about my age, I would say. Old. and he plays these old Nintendo games, these really difficult ones, and he does really well at them, and it's fun to watch him play these. And it's kind of like got me itching. I'm like, oh, that'd be really cool. But I don't think I have the skill level he has. Like he's knocking out like the original Mega Man. He's beating all these games, and I'm just like, wow, it's impressive. It just kind of shows you like through practice and repetition and just challenging yourself what you're capable of. It's really impressive. But the algorithms got me because like anytime I get on there, it's like they show me his stuff that he's playing, which I guess makes sense. You know, if you spend your time doing something, just like YouTube, that's kind of what their thing is. You you kind of get put back into that same spot because they're like, oh, this is obviously what you like. And that's how a website or an app, I guess, like TikTok, it can be the best of things or the worst of things. It all depends on you, you know, because they're giving you mostly, in most cases, and YouTube the same way. I don't feel like YouTube does as good of a job of giving you what you want, but YouTube, what they do is if you show interest in like something, they give you that same thing a million times over, and it gets to be a little much, right? But TikTok, I feel like, does a good job at that. That being said, there was a long time that I just never even went to TikTok. I just stopped like checking the website or the app out. I keep calling it a website. I guess it's a website too. And I was just like, oh, my life is no worse off without this, and it wasn't really any better off with it. But I imagine there's a lot of us here that probably dabble in all things YouTube and TikTok. The funny thing is with YouTube Shorts, I talked earlier in the stream about potentially, showing my little accomplishments through YouTube Shorts. I try to avoid YouTube Shorts like the plague. Anytime they show like even like the little YouTube short thing, I try to like close out of it or like tell them I'm not interested because I don't come to YouTube for that, if that makes sense. I come here to watch regular videos. And I don't want your shorts. If I want that, I'll go to the place to get short. It's almost like say you went to McDonald's because you love hamburgers and French fries. And you're like, man, McDonald's has the best hamburgers and French fries. But then McDonald's notices that Taco Bell is doing a great job at selling tacos. And tons of people are going to Taco Bell, eating tacos, having a great time. And then McDonald's is like, we're going to make tacos. But the McDonald's tacos aren't nearly as good and they don't prepare them as well. And their burgers, like if you're going to go there, there'd be no reason that you wouldn't get a burger and fries. That is YouTube and YouTube Shorts, in my opinion. I think a great analogy too. I should make that a YouTube short. It'd be very Inception level, wouldn't it? We'd be going in through the layers. You hate YouTube Shorts because it's full of toilet head. Oh, are you talking about Skibbity Toilet? Oh goodness, you are in the wrong algorithm, my friend. You need to get out of that. There is something you can do though if you don't like something on YouTube. Don't do this on my videos, of course, but you can click like not interested. If like they keep recommending something to you that you're just not vibing with, just click not interested or click like don't recommend this to me, and then that'll kind of change your experience a little bit. Don't do that with my stuff though. Like I said, if you see a Brickitect video, you gotta watch. I'm just kidding. If you don't like my stuff, you can do the same thing. I don't want to plague your home screen or whatever, your recommended page with anything that you don't want. Like your homepage should be nothing but stuff that you like are anxious to click on. Yeah, is that what YouTube Shorts are? Re-uploads of TikToks? See, they're in a bit of a battle between each other because YouTube wants Shorts to be under 1 minute. And TikTok doesn't want you re-uploading your TikToks to YouTube. So they are promoting TikToks that are longer than a minute. So you're almost at this tipping point where TikTok videos are going to eventually be longer than YouTube videos if YouTube keeps going to the shorts route, right? And it's going to be a complete flip-flop. But TikTok's worried that you're going to take their TikTok content, put it on YouTube, and then TikTok or YouTube doesn't want you putting YouTube stuff on TikTok, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of baffling. But I wish YouTube would get away from the 1 minute limit, honestly, because I've made shorts before, like when I think I've talked about this. I'll make like a series where I'm building my Ferrari, my Lamborghini, for example, is my next one, but I did the Bugatti. And each week that I did a bag, I did a video, YouTube short, showing what I accomplished. And it's very hard, at least for me, as you can probably tell, to fit everything that I want to say into a 1 minute clip. And there were several that I'd like redo because I'd get done with it and it'd be like a minute 17 and I'm like, that's too long and I can't cut anything out of this, so I have to reshoot it. And it's like, why can't a short be 2 minutes, 3 minutes? Well, I mean, if it's like a vertical video, if someone doesn't like watching the rest, they can just skip on beyond it, I guess. I don't know. But I am assuming that it's because of the TikTok nature of things is probably why we have the experiences that we have. Did I miss something here? I feel like I did. Let's see. We got those on the side. Oh, I got to put another one of these up here. I was like, there's nothing for that to click onto. It's probably because I skipped a step somewhere. I just determined that one step of this was just not worth my troubles. So I skipped it. I'm going to have to like block the word skibbity toilet. The entire chat is filled with that. I just no. No. Am I still playing Dicey Dungeons? This guy's really interested in what I do in my free time. He's like, I love Dicey Dungeons. It caught my attention basically as much as the game. The only other game that I played before that I loved as much was a game called Merge and Blade, which is on Game Pass if you want to try it out. It's so good. I got like addicted to it. In Merge and Blade, I got to a part where it was just so difficult and I have to keep doing it over and over again and grinding ever so slightly up so you'd have a better chance the next time. And it was just really getting to be like insane. And I kind of got to the point in Merge and Blade where I was like, I think I'm done. I think I'm done doing this. But then I stuck with it and I ended up beating the entire game. And it was a crazy, awesome feeling and a great accomplishment. Dicey, on the other hand, the last several runs that I've done, like halfway through all of this stuff you can do, I've gotten smoked on the last several runs. And I look back at my play and I'm like, I don't know what I could possibly do differently. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to continue playing it. Like I told Clarkman I was going to delete the game, but I was loving the game so much. If you don't know what Dicey Dungeons is, it's like a turn-based battle game. It's going to sound super nerdy, but it's like you get a couple dice and then you have this character that has different abilities and then you use your dice rolls to perform like battle moves against the other person. It's kind of like when I watch Clarkman play Pokemon, I realize that it's very much like Pokemon. Here's the back of Mickey's head, by the way. It's kind of like an RPG a little bit, I guess, where it's like turn-based, and I didn't realize I loved that so much until I played Merge and Blade. And then I think they were like, if you like Merge and Blade, you'll like this game. So the game that I'm discussing is called Dicey Dungeons, available on Game Pass. That's the one that I'm kind of like stuck on. The other game, maybe we'll do a gameplay of that. I'll try doing a run and you can see me fail because I'm at a point right now where I'm just getting smoked on. But the other game that I played through and just got obsessed with to the point where I could like see it in when I closed my eyes and I was dreaming at night was called Merge and Blade. MERGE and BLADE. Am I still into Gran Turismo? Yeah, I haven't played it since I broke my foot. I got it while my foot was broken. Ended up getting a new desk set up down here. And the desk that I have doesn't accommodate the steering wheel setup that I had before because it's a thicker desk. And the way the steering wheel works is that you shove it onto the desk and then like tighten it down. So what I'd really want to get, but I don't have anywhere to put it, is a racing cockpit. Like it would absolutely like blow my mind having a racing cockpit where I have like the PlayStation kind of set up. I have a monitor in front of me or a screen, or even better yet, the PlayStation VR or whatever. And I want to have my shifter and the pedals and all that stuff set up. I think I would have a lot of fun with that, and I think it would make some great content. So I'm thinking about pulling the trigger. I just really need a spot to put it, and I have nowhere for it to go. That's the only problem. You guys, I mean, you can see my space around me. Do you see a place that could fit a full-size driving simulator? Because if you see it, let me know. I just paused listening to the latest missing pieces to catch the stream. Hey, well, I'm glad you're here. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening to my podcast. If you guys didn't know, if you like hearing me yap on about things at length, I have a podcast called Missing Pieces that I've been doing for years. We just did episode 204, where I just talk. It's like an audio journal. I just talk about what I'm up to and what I'm into is my tagline. And you might enjoy listening to that. It comes out every Sunday at noon Eastern. It's available on YouTube and also as a regular podcast, so you can listen to it while you're on the go, doing whatever it is that you do in your life. I'm assuming you probably have a life, unlike me. And yeah, you can just listen to that every week. It'd be like a little comfort thing, I guess, because every week, other than when I travel, I did go 2 weeks without it coming out. You can listen to it, and it's just, it's basically this, without like the interaction. I make a little outline and I'm like, hey, here's what happened this week. Like this week, I'll talk about how I started live streaming again and how I enjoyed that. I'll talk about how nice the people were that were there and what a fun time it is. Or I'll talk about how terrible you are. I don't know. I haven't decided. But I'm glad that you came over. Like Dungeons and Dragons, the dice in Dicey Dungeons doesn't determine like what your next move is. It determines what your what moves you can do. I should do a stream. I think we could probably do that after this. What time is it? 2:52. Anybody sub to Greg's Arcade? I was thinking about doing a thing like that where we just jump over. I get the other stream scheduled up before we even end this one, or before this one starts, I guess. I've got like big plans, guys. And then it's like, hey, this Lego stream is ending, but if you want to watch me get my Bootholomus handed to me in a video game, come watch me play Dicey Dungeons and get absolutely ruined. Could be a thing. Do I even have that link down below? I didn't. Oh, Megan, I wanted to talk to you about that. Let me see here. Greg's Arcade's listed, linked. You can sub. I need to talk to you. You said you would put time into both the Disney games that I was considering. Which one am I playing? If you had to pick one of the two, we're between Dreamlight Valley and Disneyland Adventures, I think is what the other one's called. Both available on Game Pass. Which one do I do? You said you put like hundreds of hours into both of them or one of them. If I had to pull the trigger on one, which one would you recommend? And why doesn't this fit together properly? What am I doing wrong? Okay, let's try this again. We got that set up. That can't be right. I'm doing something. Oh, I skipped a bunch of steps. That sounds just like me. Don't mind me. Adventures will be fun due to your recent trip. Yeah, I wish they did Disney World Adventures because it would be where we were. Disneyland is kind of similar though, because it was Disney World. I could basically walk around there and know where everything is. Dreamlight is more long-term fun. Maybe I should do the other one. There's another one too. It's like I think it's like a Pixar one. Like Pixar. Oh, Cody's asking how I'm feeling. I'm feeling better. Do you mind? Oh shoot, I can't text her back. I think I can do it on my computer. I told her earlier. She asked how I was doing. I was like, I'm feeling better. But this morning, I told you like I went from back to my sickness. I went from a terrible sore throat to yesterday it was all in my head and I was super tired. This morning I was like feeling kind of sick to my stomach, but then like that went away. So feeling better now. Didn't care for the Pixar game. Clark played a couple minutes of that and he seemed to like it, but it wasn't like any long-term thing where it was like, oh, we're going to play this until the end of time. I tried playing a game the other day. Why is this is not going well for me, guys. It was a sniper game. Sniper Elite 5 or something like that. There we go. Clark was watching me play. It was definitely too violent for a young kid to watch, for sure. But then I started playing it, and I'm just like, I'm not enjoying this. I'm not having a good time with this. And I realized the games that I think, I'm enjoying those puzzle games a lot. And been watching these retro games. I like maybe like shorter term adventures. Like when you say like the Dreamlight is more of a long term thing. I don't know how heavily I want to get invested into one thing. I kind of want to like play through something and have the experience, but then just as quickly go on to something else, if that makes sense. But I'm up for trying anything. And when things are available on Game Pass, if you don't know what Game Pass is, it's like the Netflix of Xbox of video games, where if you sign up for the service, Game Pass, it allows you to play any of the games they have available on there anytime you want, and you can try a game. If you don't like it, you delete it. It's real nice. So that's kind of what that is. I'm sure most people have heard of it. Oh, Ray's heading out. Thanks for stopping in, Ray. Appreciate you. Also, hey, thank you for the super chat on Clark Mann's video. That was very nice of you to do that. He was very tickled about that. I need to stream or record adventures for us. Yeah, I'll do some streaming of it. We'll try it out. See how it is. Today, my time's a little limited today. Maybe tomorrow I'll start doing some streaming, or maybe even tonight. Clark's always looking for something to do. We could see if we can get into some Disney adventures. Disneyland Adventures. There was one game that's a Disney game. I forget what it's called, but when Clark and I were playing Connect, it was a game that came up pretty often as one that's really fun to play. Oh, this is a new piece. This is something that... Will you focus? Will you focus? I do not have that piece in my collection. Can you see it? I don't know what you'd call this. It's like a slope with a plate underneath it. It's a part of Mickey's face. It's like his part of his nose, actually. But for whatever reason, I feel like my gaming kind of gets thrown by the wayside. It just becomes, she says, good, less of a priority, I guess. I would say of things that I love doing, I like doing Lego more than gaming, but I like Lego, or like gaming as kind of a stress reliever, I guess. That's sometimes why I like playing games that don't have an incredible sense of fear or danger. Like I can't play any survival horror games. They just really make me, they cause me a lot of anxiety because I know I'm the person that's getting chased by zombies and I don't like that. A game that I really enjoy playing is Brickitect, which you might think is like stolen from us, but it's like Roller Coaster Tycoon, where you make your own theme park and you set the prices. And Clark and I play that together, and we always like try to come up with like the best designs and layouts. It's like perfect for us. And that game, unfortunately, is for PC, and I found that when I've streamed from my PC before, the stream just doesn't do well. But that was before my nephew upgraded the RAM in my PC, so maybe I could try playing some of that. I also like other chill simulator games, like American Truck Simulator is one that I really enjoy playing, and surprisingly is the most popular game that I play of all things is a trucking simulator. But I also like Microsoft Flight Simulator as well. And that I can just play all the time. I love it. Oh, this is my favorite part, by the way. Mickey's, I don't know if you'll be able to see this or not, if it'll focus, but Mickey's nose is a space helmet. I saw that when I was getting into this and I was like, oh, that's so cool. So those are the games that I like playing. I would say of any game that I've played in recent years that's captured my heart, though, it's a game for Oculus Quest, or MetaQuest as it's known now. And it's called Super Hot VR. That was incredible. What happened here? Oh, I did another thing where I skipped like multiple pages, I believe. Don't mind me, guys. Oh no, I didn't skip it. I just didn't put the piece on. I'm like, how did this happen? I'm terrible at building Lego, I'll have you know. Just so you're aware. I'm terrible. The American Truck Simulator it's very chill. The only thing with the game, though, sometimes is I feel I'm just like wasting my time. It's like, what's ever going to come of this? Like I drive from one location to another, hauling a load of something. I drop that off, make some money, go do it again, and I'm like, it's fun and all, but there is some part of me that kind of wants to save the world, I guess, or defeat something. But I do like the chill nature of it. Speaking of chill nature, ooh, is he creepy or cute? I think he might be cute. I think the eyes, it all comes down to that, and I think he's on the cute level. Got to build his ears now. Did I miss another thing here probably? Oh yeah, I did. Oh yeah. I got to put these on here. It all comes down to the eyes. I like creepy Lego, but it's like the creepy Yoda, his eyes are what makes him creepy. It's the key to creepiness. Well, maybe it's, yeah, I don't know if it's that or not, because I also have that other big minifig thing over here that's looking at me right now as I build. And he's a little creepy too. He's got a smile on his face, but you can tell he's full of mischief too. DB says, I love my PC Simulator Tycoon game. Sadly, the PC itself is pretty much beyond repair. Desperately want to get a replacement. I guess that's the nice thing about computers, is that as time goes by, they keep getting less expensive for the same parts and things. So maybe you can find one on a bargain that can play your games. The games that I play, I don't think require too much horsepower. I have all the settings in the simulator games turned to max. I want to get all those amazing graphics from the road in American Truck Simulator, I suppose, but it's fun. If you played Roller Coaster Tycoon, I can't imagine that would take up much. The one that I want to play more than anything, that I've heard good things about, is it Sid Meier's Civilization? There's like Civilization 6, 5. There's a bunch of those. I think one of them might be on Game Pass. I think I would enjoy it. It's kind of like, if you had to compare it to something, maybe like Risk. I think Clark and I would probably enjoy playing those. But there's Mickey's head. Oh, hey, I should show this for the vlog. Should I do the clip where we actually put this on? I think that might be kind of a cool clip to get. You guys can be in the vlog too if you want to. If you want to say hi, I'll give you some time to do it right now. But I think it'd be cool to show this. Let's do it. What do you say? Oh, did I leave this on? This probably isn't going to work. Everyone start saying hi. You have some time here because I have to get my thing all set up. But, okay, we're good. If you want to say hi. All right, we are at the point in the stream where Mickey's head is about to go on, and I saved this just for you guys. In fact, everyone right now, they're all saying hi as I hit the microphone off of the screen. But everyone's saying hi. I got you all. I got you. Oh, they're still saying hi. Anyways, let's put his head on here and see just how cute he is, because I determined that he actually is cute. He's not creepy. The eyes are cute, unlike that guy back there. I was just talking about him in the stream. I don't know if you can see how creepy he is, but he's very much so. But Mickey's looking cool, looking good. I'll show him off to the stream here too if you want to see the behind the scenes. This isn't challenging or complicated at all, but there is Mickey looking at you, looking at him. It's all very, very Inception level here, but that's what he turned into. And you guys get to see the behind the scenes of making a video. This is how hard it is. Does it look complicated? But here is Mickey Mouse in all of his glory. We'll move his ears around a little bit. In fact, you can move those however you want to. You can make them like that. I kind of like them with a little, I guess like at a 45-degree angle. But it looks cool. I'm happy with Mickey. There's the base. There's all that. I'm going to do a YouTube short on this actually, so you get to see him in better detail. But for today, that's Mickey Mouse all finished up. Looking pretty darn cool. That's it. We made videos, guys. Holy smokes, there's a lot of highs there. You guys chill. You guys chill. What do you think? You guys like them? Should I do a little YouTube short? I don't even know what I would say. You guys got to go support my short if I make one. I'll be like, so, wow, he's a little wobbly there, though. He's been on the drinks a little bit. You know, Mickey Mouse, he's had a little fun. Look at that. Maybe if you can see it from this angle. Ooh, he'll do a drop test. You love it. All right. I think he's pretty cool. Try not to touch the black too much. I don't want to get fingerprints all over. I might have to clean that up a little bit. Oh my gosh, he's actually pretty darn cute, isn't he? I can't help. He also, his nose moves, so you can have that up or down. I'll try to get him closer so you guys can see him a little bit better. Here we go. Oh gosh, his head moving independently definitely makes it a little creepy, right? Dun, 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 dun. Does his arms move? Not really. His hands, you can move the fingers and stuff if you want, but he's mostly supposed to be like a figure on display, right? He's not supposed to be an action figure. And I think the way that they have him set up here, where his arm is up and his legs up like this, and he's kind of at an angle. I don't know if you can tell that or not. I feel like that is, it really makes him feel very dynamic. And that's why I think this build looks really great, because of how he's standing there. He's in a very fluid pose, if you will. There's my official review. But yeah, it's pretty neat. And we got him done. It may have taken a little bit longer than what I had hoped. Again, this is supposed to be Saturday, but then I got sick. So got delayed. But Disney week continues, I suppose. I'll just figure out what I need to do with this. This is all I got left outside of Mini. Do I want to get right into the Mini build after this one? I might. I got to finish them both. Mickey needs a friend, right? They're a pair. You can't have Mickey without Minnie. So there he is. Hope you guys enjoyed coming along with me on this journey and building Mickey and talking about all things Lego and non-Lego alike. On that, we'll try to come back tomorrow, see what I'm going to do. I have some miscellaneous like cleaning up to do. Could do a little live stream on that. That'd probably be the most beneficial thing for me. Or we'll do some more Disney stuff and see where this takes us. Am I going to do a Star Wars week? I don't know if I have enough set for a Star Wars week. I have some like expensive sets that I've collected that I think are just going to be collector's pieces, but I've pretty much built all my Star Wars stuff. If you saw, other than the, I could build the Republic gunship for a week. Would that work for you? I think that might be one of my only Star Wars sets that I have in the backlog. The backlog at this point is essentially just like a collection of very large Lego sets, just a few large Lego sets. I've built most of the small stuff and everything. I have like the Daily Bugle in there. I've got some modulars that I don't think I'm going to build. I think I'm just going to keep those as investment pieces because I've determined like I'm not really a modular guy. They're all right and all, but I don't plan to have a city where modulars are displayed, and they tend to go up in value quite heavily after they're retired. It's what I've learned from the Brick Bank and the Parisian restaurants. So I think those would be better served as investment pieces. I have sets like I have the Daily Bugle in there that needs build. I got the Black Panther bust. Unfortunately, I think I may be the only person that wants to see that build. I think it's going to look phenomenal on display. I know that set got a really bad rap when it came out, but I think that it's going to look really cool. So I want to build that just for myself personally. And I got a great deal on it. I've got the Technic Lamborghini that I want to do a week-by-week build on. And that'd be a great time to get started on that, because if I'm going to do my week in Lego or whatever, if we're going to bring that back again, I could show that little progress in there too. So that'd be fun. I could do a YouTube short of the unboxing. We've got all kinds of stuff to do. I have no lack of things to do. Yard sale season starts this week. Friday, we're going to be going out in the morning. Saturday, I might not be able to go out. I'm a little bummed. We have priorities, apparently. Our friend had a baby, and apparently that takes precedence over going out yard sailing. What the heck? I'm kidding, of course. But I'm hoping to find some cool stuff when I go out on Friday. Hopefully some Lego things that I can share with you as well. But if not, it's just going to be out for an adventure with Pap, the yard sale legend himself, as you know him. And we're just going to have a lot of fun. So Fridays and Saturdays is going to be a little hard for me to do the stuff, like the Lego stuff here. But I'll try to work it in the best that I can and try to catch up with you guys and share hopefully some stuff that I found, and just get a lot of things accomplished. That's my main thing. I just want to try to make some progress every day, and that's what I'll be sharing here. So I hope you guys have a glorious rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow for some more live streaming Lego action. Let's click the button together. Should we do it? It says my device is disconnected. That's probably not good. How are we still live? How's that possible? Okay, it says my live stream's in progress. We're going to click the button. You guys ready? Hope you have a good one. And Nikki and I will see you in the next video.